Okay, back out at the property, and it's another gorgeous day. It is a little windier than what I'd like, especially what I have planned for today. I brought some sheets of plywood, 3/8 plywood. I'm gonna put on the roof of the firewood shed, and I'm hoping that's gonna kind of waterproof it a little bit better. I'm still gonna put the slab wood from the mill on top of the plywood. I'm not sure how that's gonna handle over time, but we'll see. It should drain fine any water that's underneath it or whatever. And after all, it's only a firewood shed, so I just don't want as much water getting on the wood from rain and snow as the first shed. But I thought I'd tackle what I didn't get finished last time I was here, because the batteries on my nail gun died. So got that all squared up. Now I'm just gonna start lining up these trusses and get them in an even spacing, nail them, fasten them to the structure, and then I can start throwing up the plywood. Okay, so each one of these trusses, other than the two end trusses, to be 30 inches apart to get an even spread. So I'll just measure that out now. Looks like they might be fairly close, but I'll have to do some adjusting. Time for lunch. Just got a sandwich from the store today. It's pretty hot to be cooking out right now. And I wanted to not waste so much time with the cooking today and kind of get the roof done. And then I want to fire up this excavator and start doing a little bit of cleanup around the firewood shed here. It's just a bunch of debris and stuff that I'm tripping over. And I want to get this section here just cleaned up with all the deadfall and roots and stuff like that. So I got one side of the roof done. It's not perfect, but it'll serve its purpose. That's just the under layer of the roof. I'm going to be putting slabs of wood across, like shingles. So it'll look a lot better once it's finally finished. Probably similar to the other firewood shed, but it'll be slightly more waterproof. For all intensive purposes, this is a functioning woodshed now. So I got it covered up, got the roof on, but it's not where I want it to be. I still want to put the wood slabs on, just to give it that rustic look and help protect it a bit better. The 3/8 plywood is going to help keep more of the water out of the shed, but having that extra layer of boarding on the roof will give that extra water tightness, I guess you'd call it. Or maybe rain resistance is a better word. Although I do want to do a couple more braces in the middle, just kind of similar to the braces on the sides right there, except they'll be going along the beam, just to give it that back and forth stability. Okay, task 1 complete. Woodshed is finished. Now I'm going to carry on with just cleaning up the yard with that little mini excavator. I got to fuel it up first. The fuel that's in it is, well, there's not very much, and it's from last year, so I'm going to top it up some fresh stuff and get busy working that thing. Well, we kind of got it roughed in. We got majority of the big logs and debris piled up in a debris pile, and kind of got things smoothed out a bit. Hard to do with that little mini excavator. It's not made for leveling or fixing up grades. So what I'll do is I'll go out and I'll pick up the rest of the smaller sticks and do that by hand, and then maybe just take a rake over it real quick, like a hand rake, and level it out as best I can. But one thing I did notice when I was messing around with that machine, disturbing all this ground, is I woke up all the little bugs. So now all the flies are flying in my eyes and my ears again. I don't know, maybe they're hibernating in the ground. They're awake now. It was so nice out here. It was still nice and warm, but there's no little bugs. But then I went and ruined it. Oh well, it was bound to happen. Well, another productive day here at the acreage. Completed the woodshed. Not the finishing touches though, but it's a functional woodshed now. So all I got to start doing now is loading this thing up with wood. I got a good supply of split and very seasoned poplar there that I can load in there. And this firewood shed's going to be basically for down here by the outdoor kitchen pavilion and the fire pit that's beside it. But there'll be a load of all sorts of wood. It'll be spruce, it'll be the whitewood and the poplar and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about what kind of wood I'm burning down here. It'll be probably like, it'll be mostly poplar coming down here. Any of the good whitewood will be going up by the cabin in that woodshed. And if I got too much, if that firewood shed's full, then the whitewood will come down here and fill up this shed. So I should have probably 8 cords of wood altogether when these sheds are full. So that's a good jag of wood. Feels pretty good getting it done. And I'm almost regretting doing all that groundwork here behind the woodshed, because it woke up all the no-see-ums. I'm not used to seeing them this early. It's only still the beginning part of May. I usually don't start seeing them this bad until June. But it doesn't help when I disrupt their habitat and wake them up. Oh well, it's bound to happen. So yeah, overall, a very good day out at the acreage. Probably planting the garden here in a couple weeks. I'm not gonna get too eager with planting it too early, because before May long weekend is a bad idea, because there's a good chance of frost. We still have a very good chance of frost here this time of year, even though so far this spring has been pretty warm. So anyway, I think that's it for this episode. Like I said, I got quite a bit of work done. Pretty happy with the progress. I think we'll call it a day. So if you made it with me this far, I thank you, and we'll talk to you later.